Alright, this is TRTSF here with another one. I'm back again for another one of the weekly podcasts. I'm your host, Bruce Wayne, and let's get started. So, I wasn't gonna host last week because I had this court date coming up and everything, and my mind was on a lot just at the moment, so I just kind of felt like it'd be better if I just kind of give it a second and let the day go by, see how I feel, and see if I want to get home and record. And I basically did that. I dropped a little late. Well, actually, no. Fuck no. I was actually on time as fuck this week. It is this week that I'm honestly very unsure about. So, I've been trying to get more gameplay of Monster Hunter and stuff. I'm actually getting back into Rise. Fucking finally. Because that is the game I want to be using for this gameplay. But I don't want to be bringing no gameplay to the table. This is for me. I don't want to be looking at no gameplay from my own video that's just like kind of shitty. It sounds like a perfectionist thing, and it very much is. It's just the way I want to be when I have things kind of going my way. But not everything's gonna be perfect. I know my gameplay will never be the fucking best, and that's totally all right. But it is always good to shoot for more, good to shoot higher, and good to aim and have preferences of what you want to see, so that in the future you can be able, once you see those things, you'll be like, oh shit, man, I'm here now, like damn. But I still can play Monster Hunter. Videos will never be dropped without a Monster Hunter without a Monster Hunt with it. I very much guarantee. To the zero people that watch my videos. But like, I have to constantly remind myself, this is for me. And yes, it is for the friends that I decided to bring it for, but I did establish that not everybody always has time and everything like that. So I have to start relying on myself to get up and do this and want to do this. I do want to do this. It's not the problem. It is mainly the simple fact of the getting up part. I don't want to get up sometimes, but then I end up in pain and then end up cramping up and have to get up anyway. So whether or not I want to get up, I end up here anyway. So that's good. Recordings won't be every day. I know when I tried to do this when I tried to do this last night, I kind of went off the topic, and I don't really want to do that because I feel like this week should just be more so of how am I feeling, how am I doing, more of a check-in for me, more so than just talking about a certain topic, because I know I say I won't script anything, but for topics and stuff, I actually might start going in and creating scripts that can span some time, so that it's not just me kind of thinking on what I know about the topic. Like, I want to dive in. I want to kind of dive deep, because I know a lot of things, but I just need these things to be on paper so that I can look at them. Scripting. Yeah. But that's been good. I want to record more for Rise so that I have like overproduction, so that I have a whole bunch. And then, every week that I decide to, record and publish, I always have a video that's ready for the occasion, in case I just need a fucking video, because playing Rise isn't hard. It's just that I've been playing old Monster Hunter games, and I've been getting used to the old aesthetic of having to bring hella shit, having to be over-prepared for something that, honestly, like, I know I'm going off in a tangent, but like, honestly, as soon as I got in the high rank in that fucking older game, I didn't even need the shit that I thought I needed at first anyway. It's like, all it does is make the hunt that much faster. And the same for Rise. Like really, if the topic could be for anything today, the reason why I might want to use Monster Hunter as footage. In the last 2 years, my friend got me into Monster Hunter, and I ended up getting Rise for my Switch, and when I got my Switch and everything, and I could not stop playing the game. I didn't know what was so addictive about it. I didn't know, like, you know, at first I didn't understand the game. On some real shit, I was upset. I felt like I couldn't do shit on my own, and I felt like I had to play the game online, like, for a year and a half, man. Like, maybe a year and a half. Like, maybe a year and 4 months. But that's a long time playing a game and just being stuck in a mindset of where you feel like you can't do anything on your own. But as of recently, you know, with Sunbreak coming out last July and access to Master Rank in this game, it's changed up the pace for me because I've been able to use Discord as a way. Well, I did recently join Discord in 2021. But I wasn't using Discord for Monster Hunter per se, because I would use it mainly for like Terraria and I think there was like other games I used to play. Terraria, figured it out. Another game called Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 that's on the Switch. That game is a game that will like either entertain the shit out of you or after a while bore the shit out of you. And I know, tangents, me, things, this is what I do. You'll get used to it. I'm used to it. But playing old Monster Hunter games, and the reason why I want to use this, I wanted to use this initially because I had no other idea of how I was going to get something. Well, I didn't really want footage at first because I wasn't really minding that part. I felt like I had that covered with it being just kind of like a listen thing. But I don't know whether or not people want to listen or people want to watch something while listening. Like, I can do that. I can make that work. But at first, I wasn't in that mindset. I was more so in the mindset of like, you know, I just got to get it done, kind of get it out there. And who the fuck wants to watch gameplay while they're watching a fucking podcast? Like, I don't know. Like, that's why I did get a suggestion that, like, not a suggestion, but I did get somebody asking me, like, you know, is it live so that people can ask questions and stuff, which is like a very cool idea, is an idea that I do want to expand upon in the future. But I know I have my limitations now, and I'm trying to work with the limitations that I have, which honestly isn't the worst. It is not the worst. I can record gameplay from my computer because I have multiple things that I can play on my computer, which, you know, it isn't a PC or nothing, but it runs games fucking smoothly. And I have my goddamn TV, my Switch, or even my fucking PlayStation that is collecting dust at this point. I have things, and it's just the getting done that has honestly always been a struggle. And my sister asked me a question, you know, what do you plan to do more of this year? And honestly, it's doing this for me. Like, you know, I got my own issues going on with life, but besides that and like my sense of enjoyment, I enjoy just being able to talk about something and having somewhere for it to be so that I have something to do with it. Like, I take this audio, I edit this shit by myself, and, you know, no problem. It's a lot of fun. It's, you know, it's cutting and fucking making the sound good to me, and I make things how I like them. I don't know, like, I don't have an audience yet, and I don't know what people like. So, and I'm not looking for that. I'm more so like it's like therapy because, I've always talked about this like that. It's supposed to be a sense of therapy where you can talk about things and kind of just go out on your own tangents, because that's just where my conversations lead. They sometimes lead like just the other way into something else because I start thinking about something else. My mind sometimes scatters. Also, I was feeling like shit. Shoulder hurting, fucking throat hurting. I mean, my throat still kind of hurts, but like it was not feeling like how it felt the other day. I feel better. I feel more motivated. I've got a court case in a month, and honestly, I was feeling bad, and that's probably why I did take that 4 to 6 months off and not doing anything, because it wasn't this that wasn't making me feel happy. It was my own life that wasn't making me feel happy. I wasn't doing much with myself. Like, I was trying to motivate myself to do this at the same time, while trying to let myself know that, oh yeah, I can. It's 5 months. I just looked at my YouTube. Sorry, but it's been 5 months. 5-month break. I took a 5-month hiatus, and I don't feel bad for it. Like, I don't have a viewership or anything like that, so it's something that I can do, and I don't really mind. And then, in this time, I was able to expand myself into doing something that I really wanted to do, which was recording this gameplay. Like, Monster Hunter is a game that took me 2 years to get into, but once I was able to get into it, and I used Discord as that outlet, I was able to find people that were able to teach me different things, and I was able to learn different stuff on my own. And that's why I enjoy playing it a lot more by myself. But I do like playing it with people. Like, not grew up with games. I grew up playing games with other people, and that's just been my life. So, like, playing by myself and doing things by myself, yeah, it's easy, but I'm the type of person to figure out the easy way out. Like, challenge, and even the nowadays challenge, like nowadays hard mode games, like, they just, like, it's not, oh, they don't impress me because they're not hard enough. No, they bore me because I'm used to having fun with other people. It's weird because it's how I got through Dark Souls. Like, I know I planned on making a whole retrospective for the 3 games. I played the 3 games. I played Elden Ring and all that stuff, and I almost got through the whole Sekiro. But I can't find the motivation to sit down and want to really talk about it, because when I think about it, I know that this is on a whole nother thing than me just talking about Monster Hunter. But this is just games and plans that I really did have for this channel. Well, yeah, for this channel, like I just made things a lot harder on myself, and I pressured myself a lot, and it turned my motivation into fucking non-motivation. Well, I don't know what the fuck the opposite of motivation is. It's laziness. You're either motivated or you're lazy. Shrug of the shoulders. And yeah, I was just being lazy, taking time, worrying about my daughter, worrying about myself. But when I think about that, I'm like, that's not really being lazy, because I just wasn't sitting around doing nothing. But I was talking about it a lot throughout 5 months that I wasn't recording. I haven't been recording. And even though I do still have, the last month, I've been, actually progressively putting things out there. Not, every week. Keeping that promise to myself that every week I'm going to start putting stuff out there again. But now I need that practice and that time by myself to be able to be comfortable with myself. Like, it's easy for somebody like me to hold myself back. It's the issue with me and a lot of my friends. Like, that's something that we all have in common. We can all hold ourselves back to a certain fucking degree. Like, honestly, I don't know about Mr. White. I don't know about that nigga, because, but I feel like, he probably does have the same problem. It's not the worst thing, but it just means that you have to you have to keep going. You have to keep going. And, regardless, if I did take that 5-month hiatus, I'm back now. I'm here. I'm doing things. I'm trying to make better content. Like, I didn't need a topic for something like this, because something like this just needs to be talked about, because this is just an overlay of, what I do. Yeah, I have a job. I go to work at night, but, I have the day to do this. And whenever I gotta go to work, it's whatever. Like, even though I haven't been doing shit for a terribly long time, almost a year now, almost a year. Besides the hiatus, so not really. Like, let's see, 6 months. 6 months of editing, putting shit together, finding some fucking picture for fucking for a background, or doing something interesting. I can say that I actually have experience in doing this and creating my own things, and I'm glad to say that. Like, I could be still sitting here with this laptop, with this microphone, and be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm fucking scared. Like, I mean, I still have those same feelings of, nervousness while recording and everything like that. But, I try to take myself as seriously as I can and as I go, and have a good time as I do it, because these things are important to me. It's not like, oh, important topics or important subjects I'm dipping into or something like that. It's not anything like that. Like, when I start scripting things and having shit like that, yeah, I'll have a cool ass fucking thumbnail, some cheeky shit like that, if that works for me. But I don't know if it really will, because yeah, I like dipping into information and I like finding out things, but I ain't like everybody else, and everybody else has what they, has their niche, and enjoy doing what they want to do. Because, I'm just one man, and I do this for myself. I do this for my daughter and for myself. But this will hopefully be dropped on time, and I make sure that it's on time. I might, just get it done tomorrow and schedule it for fucking Sunday. Cause I'm ready. But I am okay, before I do sign off, I am going to bring on my sister and her boyfriend. They're the people I originally wanted to have on my podcast, and the original three, and it's where the thought came from. And then, as I started dipping into it more, listening to podcasts like fucking days on end, I was like, I might just need some friends, because, just some guys talking, whatever. It can be consistent content. But, things don't always work out the way you want it to. Maybe one day in the future. But, I don't know. Until then, that will be recorded probably on Saturday or on Sunday, sometime around this or next week, so that I can be prepped for next week. And, I hope everybody has a great day or night. This is TRTSF, and I am your host, Bruce Wayne, and I'm signing off.
celebrate too, Minoto. How about we celebrate with some dango?
I've already made the arrangements. The message should be delivered by now. Let's make our way back.
How about we get going soon?
Isn't this a bit boring? I still have a long way to go to catch Hinawa.